Hi! There's hardly a human who'd be completely satisfied with their looks, right? And it turns out that celebrities are the ones who suffer most from those little imperfections in regard to their looks. It's because they're always in the center of attention. Millions of eyes follow them most of their lives. Angelina Jolie, for example, thinks that her lips look like pillows. Linda Evangelista can't seem to tolerate her own pointy nose. Spanish macho Enrique Iglesias hated his mole so damn much that he finally got rid of the little sucker. Kristen Stewart openly admits that she hates her own ears and that she thinks they're croissants. And Julia Roberts once said that every time she looks in the mirror she sees a skinny, scary woman with terrible tea bags under her eyes. But all of that is nothing compared to vitiligo, and Fox News TV reporter and Emmy Awards winner Lee Thomas should know. Ever since Lee was a little kid, he knew he wanted to be a reporter, so he followed his dream, and it worked. Later in 1994, he was diagnosed with vitiligo, a permanent skin disease that messes up your pigmentation. Basically, vitiligo is when huge chunks of skin turn dyery white. No one seems to know what causes this weird alteration, but it seems like it's some sort of an odd, incurable genetic mutation. It didn't enter Lee's mind at first to openly talk about his condition. He wasn't ready to give up his rapidly growing career that was yet to flourish, which is why only the closest friends and family members knew about Lee's cleverly concealed chops and changes. Over the course of a successful career, Lee used to work in a lot of places. He used to be a radio host and a news reporter for various networks in both New York and Los Angeles. During the years of hard work and complete dedication, Lee was able to gather a considerable number of loyal followers. That decent amount of following was all thanks to his whimsical manners and explicit charisma. Nobody could even expect how unbelievably hard it was for Lee to maintain his character. At the same time, no one could really tell that Lee had an incurable skin ailment. Lee used to spend long hours preparing, putting on makeup on both of his hands and face. This couldn't go on forever, and sometime around 2005, Lee Thomas took off his camouflage, and the viewers saw what the man really looked like. The reaction was warm and unexpected. For many weeks, Lee was getting emails of people who felt the same way as the man himself. Many of them suffered vitiligo just as much. At that point, Lee realized that he could help all these people. The kind-hearted reporter started attending all sorts of dermatology-related gatherings, where he shared his experience of vitiligo. He traveled the world showing people his face, talking about the disease. He also took part in many charity events organized to support people with vitiligo around the world. With time, the host figured that it was the disease that helped him realize his full potential. These days, Lee works on Fox News, and his colleagues show him sympathy. He keeps on putting on makeup, and he says that he does that to make sure people are focusing on the news rather than his unusual looks. Oddly enough, vitiligo helped Lee fully realize that he was in fact an African American. Well, that's what he says anyways. In conclusion, Lee was hiding vitiligo for 10 years straight, and if that doesn't make you want to show the man some respect, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Not many people in the world are this passionate about their craft. It also found courage to show his face to the world, and it turned out to be the right move, because now many people with vitiligo around the world can associate their names with the one great and very brave man, Lee Thomas. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and you'll support this video by pressing the like button, of course. Stay tuned, and goodbye.